time never forgets.
Так, ну и остался у нас вот эта линия. Бокальчик в кислых нотках. Ну это вот квест просто. О, господи.
I make my way to a dingy bar called the Sour Note, a haven for those seeking solace from their troubled lives. I'd gotten a tip that Rusty Blackwood,
Я слышал, будет Danger Bar, он сказал.
has a taste for this joint.
Окей, все понятно. Ну давайте соберем шарики губ.
Oh, buddy, you had too much milk. Let's get you home. What are you looking at, chump? Oh, buddy, you had too much milk. Let's get you home. What are you looking at, chump?
Ну я так, похожу, посмотрю. Жесть какая. Это жесть. Я могу войти, входить пока не буду. Давайте походим снаружи. Да, ребята, это World of Guru. Это очень странно. Сейчас я машину хочу поймать. Может быть, на машине знак вопроса будет. Да, вроде нет, на несколько не будет. Ладно, бог с ним. Вроде не было, ладно. Не хочу больше ждать. Вот наш бар.
The periphery of the room is decked with sticky-looking crimson velvet upholstery. Tarnished chandeliers cast a dim, eerie glow over the patrons.
Это она поет? А что мужским голосом? Можно вопрос? Так, пианино могу подойти? Ага, я могу туда уйти, не. Поговорить надо со всеми, потом уже ходить уже.
A lounge singer is perched sinuously on a stool on a meager stage in the far corner. Her eyes are closed as she leans into the microphone, crooning a slow, sad tune. Her voice laced with a bitter sweetness, mirroring the broken dreams of the souls huddled around the bar.
Что за депрессуха?
She looks busy.
А, ага. Так. Туда я тоже могу сходить? Давайте сначала к бармену подойдем.
I approach the bar, flicking wet from the rain off the collar of my trench coat, and take a seat on one of the worn leather stools.
What's your poison, stranger?
Just information tonight.
I'm a bartender, pal, not a library.
All right, give me a frosty glass of milk.
Видимо, это... Там говорят, пора завязывать с молоком. Не знаю, что странное.
Look at that froth.
Say, ever have a man named Rusty Blackwood stop in here for a frothy cup? I've got a photo of him here.
Пенное молоко у них, жесть.
He's got a name I do not know, but yeah, I've seen him. You'll want to talk to Misty.
Misty, who is she and where can I find her?
Just turn around. She
Ah,
sings for you now.
Это его любовница. Я вспомнил, Мисти же это его любовница, типа. Так, ну окей, я понял. Так, дальше что?
Whoa.
Don't go get your hopes up, pal.
Now what would a woman like Misty be doing with a man like Rusty?
She likes some trouble, you know, but I ain't seen these Rusty in a long distance.
Were they, involved in a duet?
Huh?
Were Rusty and Misty both riding side by
Ой,
side
ёп!
steed?
Я понял, что имеется в виду.
Were they
Трахались ли они?
sharing more than a glass of whiskey?
Whiskey? What's that?
Were they the two hot bullets in a revolver?
I don't...
What I mean to say is, were Misty and Rusty romantically permeated?
Can't say for sure, pal.
Господи.
Misty follows here a long, twisty road, but I'd say she enjoys playing with fire. And Rusty, let's just say last time I saw him here, he was smoking.
You're not so bad at
Чё?
discerning information, bartender.
Good luck, pal.
Что?
Good luck.
Будто
out
они
there, pal.
Я не буду
Looks
это
like he's
даже
had too much
комментировать.
milk. Looks like he's had too much milk.
Come on, let me take you another cool glass of milk, dog.
Что за жизнь?
Come on, Let me take you another cold glass of milk, doll.
Что происходит? Что есть молоко вообще?
The air in here reeks of detergent and despair, mingling with smoke snaking up from sparklers held between milk-stained fingers.
Жесть. У нее мужской голос. Пока не будем ее трогать. Сходим туда. Так. Ну хорошо, что-то я там спер. Так, это, видимо, выйти. Все. Даже здесь ничего нету. Ну да, нету и быть не может. Жесть, не знаю, что сказать.
Misty's sultry voice floats in the air like a wounded albatross. She sways to the rhythm of the music. Her eyes move languorously from one patron to another, as if cataloging their sins.
20 years I've waited here tonight. I'm the one.
Нет, я понял, а что дальше? А, типа она заканчивает петь. Понятно. Так, ага, пошла в ту комнату. Видимо. Ага, ну давайте посмотрим, может быть, что-то после этого поменялось, может, что-нибудь скажет новенькое, но я в квестах всегда проверяю, да, и не только в квестах.
Good luck out there, pal.
Да не, я думаю, что ничего не поменялось. Погнали. Жесть. Жесть, просто жесть. Значит, это платье, а где она?
Say, that was a fine performance, Misty. You possess a heavenly voice of
Это же
velvet.
платье на стойке.
My name is Cliff Spanner, private detective. Do you know why I'm here?
Это же платье на
I'm hoping you
стойке.
can help me out. I'm looking for someone. I understand you're acquainted with someone named Rusty. Rusty Blackwood. He's not been seen in a while, and I'm hoping you can tell me where he might have gone. For a woman with such a beautiful voice, you sure are spare on words, aren't you, Misty?
Что за
A
бред?
real laconic.
Это же вешалка.
Oh, she's a knockout, isn't she?
She should be illegal.
Can I help you, sweetie? Did you enjoy
Он
yourself?
мужик сейчас окажется.
Thank you, but I'm asking some questions of Misty here.
Что за жесть? Это же
Oh,
она и
sure,
есть.
sweetie, go ahead. I'll just powder my nose.
As I was saying, my name's Cliff Spanner, private detective. I'm hoping you can help me out.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll go on then. Spit it out.
I'm looking for a man who's disappeared. I'm looking for Rusty Blackwood. I understand he's an acquaintance of yours.
Do me a favor, sweetie. Turn around, please.
Я так и думал, там же мужской голос был. Господи, что происходит?
Cliffy Cupcake, you can turn around again.
Жопа.
Misty, there was a nice man here. He must have run off.
Oh, you know how men are, Cliff. You think they're one thing, and then they're another.
So about Rusty Blackwood.
Ooh, Rusky, he was a promising one.
Tell me more, Misty. Were you using Rusty to get to his family's Blackwood Oil Company?
Well, you know Blackwood Oil. You know what they do to this city, don't you? They poison it with their oil. The air is thick. Even the ground is bleeding. I tried to show Rusty the truth, but...
You thought you'd convince Rusty to destroy his own family business?
Yeah, Rusty. A little dim, but he was cute. I thought he was interested in cleaning up this city, in doing something about this rotten family oil business. And he was, for a while. But he changed. He was lured by another light in the dark.
Where'd he wander off to?
Look, since Rusty's a pal, I'll throw you a bone. But you ain't heard it from me, understand?
If that's what it takes.
I might have an idea who he's been hanging around with.
Yeah. Who?
все.
There's a man, Dmitry Konyak. He's a real
Sure.
charmer. A gentleman of the night, a distant mountain of ill repute. You catch me?
I think I know the type. The city is lousy with characters. Most of them shady.
Watch yourself, Spiera. Dmitry is more than you probably expect. He has the way of crashing even the sturdiest ships into his rocky shore. He has the way of getting what he wants, even from tough nuts like you.
What would he want from...
Педики. Осуждаю
Just
вообще.
find Dmitry Konyak, you'll understand. He's usually on the last train out of the city, the midnight steamliner. If you leave now, you still have time to catch it tonight, if you hurry.
What makes you think he'll talk to me?
Well, he won't, not with that attitude. Look at you all dressed up like a private dick.
Just doing my job, ma'am.
Oh, sweetie, you're just a fool in drag. But so is everyone you've ever met.
Anything else you need to tell me about Dmitry Konyak?
You're gonna need something to loosen his tongue. Take this. I have a feeling it'll make Dmitry talk. It's best I'm not hanging on to this anyway.
It's been a pleasure, Miss D.
Just be careful, Spanner. Now, scuttle lost, sweetie. I need to go get ready for my next set.
Ужас, кошмар. Это просто кошмар. Я ничего даже говорить не хочу. Это жесть. Просто жесть.
Good luck out there, pal.
Да я и рад.
Looks like he's had too much milk.
Так, посмотрим, кто и что он еще
I'm
говорит.
working this guy over here.
Oh.
Take these and beat it. Scram, you busybody. Scram, you busybody.
То есть, видите, не просто так я подходил. Это было нужно. Что-то мне вот
I
эта
need
часть вообще не
answers about
нравится.
Rusty Blackwood. And this guy, Cognac, might hold the key. I gotta get to the train station. The echo of Misty's voice
Надеюсь,
trails
это
behind,
все съем.
mingling with the distant wail of the city. The night is young, and I am not.
Опять этот мужик, который убирает здесь все. А чё он тут опять забыл-то? Ага, поковырялся в мусоре я. Ящик опять дебильный вот этот. С ним, видимо, поговорить надо напоследок. Ладно, пойдемте обратно.
I see a sad sack in a city cleaner uniform sweeping wet sludge from the sidewalk into the gutter. He turns away from me as
Видимо,
I
это и есть
pass.
Rusty Blackwood.
But is this the same guy who was mopping the hallway outside my office? No way, couldn't be. What's your name, friend?
Just a guy looking after this dump. Hey, I think you dropped these.
Чё за трэш? Ладно, нафиг надо, пошли уже дальше. Окна за что-то. Это очень странная игра. Так. Убийство в полуночном Чё за жесть?
I catch the last train out of the city. All aboard the midnight steamliner. It cuts its way out of the city like a neon blade to the outskirts. A ramshackle smear of strip malls and cheap motels that splatter out of the city like an
Господи, это явно Стёп, но это просто ветераны города тупые, ну жесть.
I'd ask that you leave me be, sir. I'd ask that you leave me be, sir.
I can't shake the feeling I'm being tailed, that someone is watching me.
Ну давайте пойдем к этой женщине.
Here you go, you poor old thing.
Ага.
I'm sorry, that's all I have.
Так, ну давайте пойдем все-таки налево сначала, видимо. Ага, тут окно
The
какое-то.
train rattles along the tracks, its rhythmic thrumming a steady counterpoint to the staccato bursts of rain against the window.
Жесть.
I'd ask that you leave me
Ну
be,
потом к нему
sir.
подойдем, может что-нибудь даст. Возможно, он за мной и следит. Ладно, сходим налево. Ага, ящик. Ну, а что я взял-то? Сам не понял, что взял. Меня пугает вот этот мигающий свет. Видимо, я должен обыскать, чтобы максимально найти шариков ГУ, чтобы получить окр. Ну, возможно. Это все, да? Так, ну вроде я тут все обыскал. Больше здесь нету ничего. Ну ладно, пойдемте обратно. Поговорим с этим.
I'd ask that you leave me be, sir.
Ох, что за жесть?
I stalk through the carriages searching for Dmitry Konyak. I'm not sure what exactly I'm looking for, but based on Misty's description, I figure I'll know him when I see him. All I know is that Konyak is a dangerous man whose charisma is inescapable.
Так вот он коньяк пьет. Все, я его нашел.
I'm light. Here you can have these. I'm fresh out of goo. I'm fresh out of goo.
A chill runs up my spine. Something isn't right, but I press on.
Так. Ну понятно, сейчас что-то будет.
Whose kid is that? Whose kid is that?
Какой-то ребенок.
Hey, mister, you look funny. Hey, mister, you look funny.
Whose kid is that?
Я уже даже молчу, потому что я даже не знаю, что сказать. Это жесть какая-то. Я играю в World of Goo, напомню. Сейчас вот когда чуть. Вот он, видимо. Вот он или вот? Давайте пройдемте лучше дальше. Все, я думаю, это он.
This must be him. Dmitry is a hard man to miss. He's sitting in a dimly lit booth, accompanied by a stunning woman who looks me up and down as I approach.
Well, go on then. Don't just monologue to yourself. Now let's hear what's grappling around in that pretty little head.
Dmitry is a large man, robust, spilling out of his seat. From a time when indulgence was a luxury. His substantial girth, once a symbol of opulence, now hints at the sins he must have savored. The man is immaculately groomed, his mustache adding a touch of rugged sophistication.
Well, thanks. I enjoy my
Что за жесть? Он болтает, что ли?
I knew my monologuing would get me in trouble one day.
Finally, something interesting is about to happen. Come sit with me, Hanson. Let's wait for it together.
What's going to happen?
Come sink your teeth into a buttered roll.
Cognac's voice, a resonant basso profundo, was the sturdiest thing on this rickety train.
The secret to the perfect piece of cake is carefully slicing it to just the perfect size, enormous. You look tired. Has it been a long night?
I'm looking for someone.
You've been talking to Misty.
How do you know? Did she call you?
Do you see a telephone? You've brought your past with you. Every line under those cute little vodka bottle glasses. That cloud of Misty's perfume you waft him here with. I always told her she worked too much.
I hope my acquired scent didn't disturb the other passengers.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. It's my job to move like a shadow in the night, to not be seen or smelled.
It doesn't matter because there is no one else on this train.
Sure.
Of course there are, Cognac. I talked to lots of passengers in the carriages before you.
Ghosts. They're all
Sure.
ghosts. Did you try the ham?
Wait, are you saying this is a ghost train?
Wouldn't that be a thrilling story? No, this is not a ghost train.
I'm not sure I understand.
Pick someone. Anyone on the train you think you make. That woman with feathers in her hair. That man with a freshly pressed suit who looked nervous in the second car. Where are they going? It doesn't matter. Are they going to work? What would happen if they didn't go? Nothing. Nothing would happen. The train would still arrive on time. Their workplace would hire someone else. The papers would still get photocopied. Ghosts. Every one of them. Gruyere.
Dimitri, how long have you been riding this train?
Maybe I've been on this train for 200,000 years.
Может, это есть от поезда?
Or maybe I didn't exist until you trotted through that door over there. The more interesting question is, how long am I going to be here?
Well, the end of the line is coming soon.
What is it you really want to ask? And you simply must try the salami.
Thanks, Dimitri, but I couldn't possibly. I'm looking for a different kind of sustenance tonight. I'm looking for someone.
Что происходит?
Yes, I see. Quality
Что за
sustenance
коленку? Блин, что за
comes
фигня?
at a price.
Misty asked me to give this to you.
And what did you say your name was?
Spanner. Cliff Spanner, private detective.
You seem to have captured my attention, Mr. Spammer. How may I help you?
Rusty Blackwood, heir to the Blackwood Oil Company, is missing. I understand he may have interacted with you.
Rusty Blackwood. The poor fool got tangled up in something stickier than he could handle. He stumbled onto some secrets, dangerous ones.
Tell me everything, Cognac. Spare no detail.
Rospi had evidence. Documents that could bring a whole charade crashing down.
Charade? What charade? How did you... I mean, how could someone in your professional occupation...
My occupation opens lots
Я
of
даже не знаю её
interesting,
профессии, но...
Mr. Spanner. My real business is secrets.
I need more, Cognac.
So do I. I'm all out of time. I mean wine.
Tell me where I can find Rusty.
Careful,
Приближается.
This isn't my first case, Cognac. Tell me where I can find Rusty
Your
Blackwood.
Сейчас будет
entire
что-то.
life has led to this very moment sitting across from you right now.
We're running out of time.
To find the man you're looking for. To find Rusty Blackwood. Here's exactly what you need to know.
Dimitri!
Ну, все понятно.
Cognac. Cognac, stay with me. I need to know.
Sunshine Spanner. You need to find the sunshine. Take this.
Что происходит в этой игре? Какая-то спорная часть World of Goo, если честно. Так. Ну давайте смотреть. Ночь. А, и все, кстати, да. Ночь в Эль-Соль, походу. Погнали.
Even here, at the edge of civilization, the streets glisten with black ooze seeping up from below. In every direction there are forgotten lots and buildings, tucked away, left behind, like bad memories.
Ходить надо, я что-то думал, что... Ну давайте в мусорке пожалуйста, как обычно. Да могут.
The only sign of life is an all-night Mexican food stand, a place called El Sol. Lately I've had a taste for trouble and a knack for finding it, but tonight I've got a taste for a burrito.
Так, вот видите, опять этот чувак тут это.
Dmitry Konyak's final words echo in my head. Sunshine, sunshine. Could Sunshine Power be responsible for the disappearance of Rusty Blackwood, heir to the Blackwood Oil Company?
What was that, amigo?
Could a company that produces cheap, clean energy really be guilty of homicide, of cold-blooded murder?
Look, man, I get paid $4 an hour. Hurry up and order, will you?
Could Sunshine Power have assassinated an heir to their rival? No, that would be too dark, too twisted, even for this city. The explanation was probably something simpler, something more elegant.
Bro, what sunshine? It's always night in this city. It's always raining. Are you gonna order or what?
Sorry. Yeah, I'll have a grande burrito and, oh my god. Like a flash of lightning piercing the night sky, it hit me. The answer I'd been seeking. The truth about Rusty Blackwood. This is going to shake the very foundation of the city.
I mean, it's just a burrito, bro. That'll be $16.99.
Нифига дорогой буррито.
Oh yeah, we're also running a special. You can take these too.
Ага. Это все гениально.
An animatronic cactus stands beside me wearing a sombrero. Gotta shield yourself from the moonlight, I guess. It seems out of place and out of time, but fitting for a city that lost its way a long time ago. In this town, even the plastic cacti have a story to tell.
Это круто, я очень рад за этот кактус. Вот к этому надо сходить, все остальное... Ага, вот здесь что-то еще есть.
I'll be stuck here for a few hours until the train resumes service back into the city.
Прикол, допустим. Так, вот сюда главное не нажать. Ну да, остался только этот чувак.
A lone figure mops gleaming puddles infinitely towards the horizon. Just another part of the scenery.
Угу. Конечно, очередная часть пейзажа. Именно он же тут явно причастен к чему-то. Ладно, погнали. Так, ну, и история не окончена, как бы. Прикиньте, а мы пришли... это луч солнца, реально? Это... Серьезно? Последнее в этой главе это просто луч солнца? Так, окей. Ага, ну давайте вот так смотреть.
The headquarters of Sunshine Power rises out of the pavement like an emerald monolith, sparkling in the night. A gleaming green monument to nature, growth, renewal, and wealth.
Так, окей. Вот так просто вводим. Ждем знаки вопроса. Ну, войти можно, понятно. Ага, к машине подойти. Ну,
A ravishing red roadster radiates in resplendent contrast to the glistening green grounds of Sunshine Power.
Ну ладно, входим, что делать?
As I step into the opulent lobby of Sunshine Power's headquarters, a sense of unease washes over me. Rows of potted plants stretch their leaves toward brilliant lights.
А беспокойство-то в том, чувак. Выйти можно так. Господи, сделали какой-то квест. Ага, можно подойти к этим картинам. Ага, можно пойти туда. Ну ладно, вот так вот проводим по-быстрому. Я думаю, что больше тут ничего и не будет. Ну да. Ну давайте посмотрим картины.
Glossy posters adorn the walls, all of them boasting about Sunshine Power's clean energy and sustainability.
Ну интересно, реально, открыл солнце, если дождь
Smiling,
постоянно.
idyllic families holding hands and frolicking in green meadows. There's something off about it all. Even in this gleaming lobby, there's darkness lurking around the edges, like the never-ending night outside is creeping in.
Меня его аллегории уже утомили. Смотри, следы оставляет? Прикольно. Все зависло? А, нет,
My eyes, still aching from the gleaming lobby, adjust to the muted grandeur that surrounds me. I step out of the elevator onto perfectly polished tile and cringe, thinking about the grime and sludge that my shoes are tracking in. At the end of the hallway is a set of massive wooden doors, into which is carved the image of the sun, radiant and resplendent, its rays emanating in all directions.
Так, ну... Ладно, давайте войдем.
I step into a palatial penthouse suite. A bank of towering windows look down over the twinkling lights of the city. A wide desk of burnished mahogany, behind which a lone figure sits, their back to me in a high-backed leather chair.
Допустим. Я могу выйти. Так. Понятно, я могу пойти к этой фигуре. Тут у меня ничего. Ну да, то есть либо выйти, либо к фигуре. Ну, приходится идти к фигуре. Ладно, давайте к фигуре.
The high-backed chair spins around slowly, and a face emerges from the shadows. A face I had expected, despite my hope that somehow I was wrong. Miss Blackwood.
I thought I told you to call me Effie.
Effie.
Mr. Spanner. I'm surprised it took you this long.
I should have seen it sooner.
How did you figure it out?
Что происходит?
In a city of endless night and constant rain. Sunshine, Effie. Sunshine is a rare sight.
Yes, Cliffy.
And yet here we have sunshine power, somehow generating unlimited energy from the sun. The sun that never shines. Oh, it's a great story, isn't it? It makes us feel warm. It makes us feel good, doesn't it? But it's an illusion. A mirage.
I can see you're enjoying this.
I figure sunshine power is nothing more than a clandestine subdivision of Blackwood Oil, designed to deceive environmentally conscious customers and the city regulators. It was never meant to provide clean energy, only the appearance of clean energy.
And my brother, Rusty?
Your brother figured out this
А зачем она
filthy
пришла к нему
secret,
тогда?
and he threatened to expose you and destroy the family business. And you, Miss Blackwood, to protect your family's legacy, had your own brother killed. No, it wasn't you who murdered Rusty, Miss Blackwood. In fact, it wasn't a person at all who murdered Rusty. It was the weight of family legacy.
You missed your calling, Spanner. You should be writing for the pictures.
Tell me, Miss Blackwood, why did you hire me?
Вот мне тоже интересно.
What can I say? I was in the neighborhood and I needed a light.
You used me to tarnish Rusty's good name, to cast aspersions about his association with Misty, with Cognac. You wanted me to...
Cliffy, hush. It's not as complicated as all that.
So what then?
Yes, you're right. Rusty's dead. I had him pushed into a vat of oil, pulverized, turned into a few kilowatt hours of energy, and fed back to the city. It was the most he'd ever contributed to anything, really.
Что за жесть?
Because he found you out?
The truth is, Cliffy, there's only one thing I didn't expect. That I would...
Okay, guys. It's time to clean up.
Can I help you, sir? You're not supposed to be a...
Робот, что ли? Что происходит?
Effie, are you okay?
So what's your name, pal?
Cliff Spanner, private investigator.
Well, yeah, you're playing as Cliff Spanner right now. Good work, by the way. It's one of the less common endings. Usually the private eye doesn't make it out of the lounge. Too many distractions.
Listen, buddy, what's going on here? What happened to Miss Blackwood?
Right, Miss Blackwood. You know how these things go. This is where she confesses. She confesses to the crime, she confesses her love, blah, blah, blah. The fun is all the stuff before. I always skip the denouement.
Типа она типа его любит, должна была сказать, а тут, видимо, это игра или что, я ничего не понимаю из происходящего.
What are you talking about?
Take a look out there, Cliffy. See that city? It was built for you. Well, not for you. It was built for you. Like I said before, what's your name, pal?
I already told you, I'm Cliff Spanner, private investigator.
Yeah, the private eye is always a little thick. Hang on. Let's force quit this scenario.
Cliff, I need help. You see, it's my fourth husband. He's missing. Cliff, won't you please help me, please?
Dang it. Hang on.
Our credit card machine isn't working, so you'll need to download the app.
Bah, wrong again.
God help me.
Blast it all. Okay, this has got to be it.
Вроде не выделяется, с запятыми А выделили.
Now we're talking.
А, чтобы он отвлекся хотят.
Cheers.
Фирс, а страх или что? Не понимаю.
So, tell me, how are you enjoying World of Goo 17? The Black Stain.
Who are you? I saw you outside my office, and
outside the lounge and on the train. Yeah, I get around.
What's going on?
You and me. We're in World of Goo 17. It's a pretty good sequel. A little off-brand, maybe, but heck, I'm biased.
Sequel?
Yeah, I know. Some of the sequels were terrible. World of Goo 21 wasn't even a game. It was just a program that generated gameplay. Infinite generated content. You could stream on your streaming platform to your fans or whatever forever. You could be a content creator without the inconvenience of having to create content.
So, you're not a cleaner?
I'm just another filthy player, just like you. Or I used to be anyway.
What do you mean?
I'm just a fan of the World of Goo games.
Но
There
я
were so many
тоже люблю эту
sequels.
серию.
They really milked that franchise, didn't they?
Ага,
Well,
я
yeah, I
понял.
thought I was playing World of Goo too.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. They still had some good ideas back then. I bought all the sequels, even the terrible ones.
Сарказм такой
I'm a
хороший.
completionist, you could say. I like to be
На
comprehensive.
современные
How many
игры.
sequels were there?
It looks like
Аллегории.
you've been playing some of them. I guess I'm more of a curator these days. I've made
that's
all the
right.
sequels available to play here. I think World of Goo 6, 9, and 11 are
Я
still
их
working
прошел,
up there.
да.
Did you enjoy
Прошел. Ну
Goo?
как бы здесь.
It was so stupid, but in a good way, I thought.
What do you mean? You used to be a player.
These games came out a long time ago. Not much of the world is left from back then. I didn't think people were even around up there anymore. Until you showed up. But I think I've helped keep this franchise alive and more or less playable.
So how are you talking to me now?
It turns out World of Goo 17 was Turing complete, so I programmed myself into the game. It wasn't my favorite sequel, too wordy for my taste, but it let me live forever, so I rate it 4 out of 5 stars.
Да, это смешно.
I'm sorry, that means the real you died. I mean, a long time ago.
Yes, I expect so. How about you? What's your name, pal?
I was playing World of Goo 2, and suddenly the game said I was in World of Goo 17, and made me Cliff Spanner, so I just played along.
I've played World of Goo 2 hundreds of times, and that's not what happens. What chapter are you in?
I'm in Chapter 4.
Chapter 4 in World of Goo 2 is supposed to be set in a television animated series spin-off.
I guess I just thought you were like the wacky character in World of Goo games that you meet near the end of the 4th chapter.
This isn't right.
So, cleaner? Or curator? What do you really look like?
Are you sure you want to see?
Сейчас жесть какая-то будет. Как в кошмарах, знаете. Подождите. Я могу походить, наверное, да? Но ничего нажать, кроме экрана, я не могу. Ладно, давайте экран нажмем.
I'm glad you visited.
It must be lonely here. spending eternity inside the 17th sequel.
It's been a long time, but the art in 4 or 5 of the scenes
Не, ну
is
если
pretty
оно
good.
само генерирует
I like to
контент, то
hang
там
out in some of
вечность,
them.
она и есть
I don't
вечность.
think I would want to live forever
Там
inside a
куча всего.
noir-themed sequel.
Ну, может было
I
нуар,
eat a
не
lot of
сама.
late-night burritos.
Thank you for keeping the world of Goo sequels alive and playable after all these years.
It was my pleasure. As long as this computer remains powered on, I will continue to live forever and keep the memory of these
Вот
games
это
alive.
подключение компьютера.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Well, maybe there is one thing.
Sure, what is it?
Well, I made some World of Goo fan fiction levels, but nobody has ever played them. Do you want to play one?
I mean...
Ладно, понятно.
Sure.
Oh, great. I hope you like them. Just walk that way.
А если я пойду туда? Ну ладно, пойдемте сюда. Не, давайте сходим налево. Мне просто интересно. А что вот если я пойду налево? Ну вот пошел налево и... А ничего, ну значит ты прав. Или паскалку бы сделали какую-нибудь. А, дебил. Он споткнулся и выкрыл компьютер. Я так и думал, что какая-то такая фигня будет. Очевидно.
Hello? Sorry I tripped on this power cable. Is that bad?
Понятно.
Is anyone there?
Все понятно.
Okay, I'll just plug this back in.
Ага, и ничего не получится после этой вставки, да. Это понятно. Что ничего уже не починится. Все сломал. И ракета полетела, помните, которая, да? Которого там чувак делал. Ага, он типа сел. Так, окей. Так, окей, 4 глава пройдена. Жесть какая-то на самом деле. Абсолютно нетипичная. Ага, к вам на западе прибыл гость. Ну вот то, что мы видели там в кат-сценах.